Hello everyone, welcome back to our Maya 2015 tutorial series on our elf model. We've been working on it for quite a while now. We're done with the ear from last lesson, so now we are ready to go ahead and start working on the hair. So to do the hair, we're going to use CV curve tools, and we're going to extrude a plane along that curve to kind of establish our hair. So the first thing I'm going to do though is I want to make the back part of the hair. I want to establish that before I get into doing the front end here. So I'll fill in the back and then work my way around. So some of this I'll use my live surface, and some of it I'm going to run along the orthographic view and have to attach it in. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be based off of the orthographic view. I'll turn the live surface off for now, and I'll say that's going to be kind of starting up in here, and it's going to be inside where the scalp is. So starting one, I'll have it kind of come up to be this height up here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and yeah, 6. I was trying to set that one to go a little further, but I just grabbed the vertex and just bring it down a little more. Okay. Cool. It's working out fine. And since this is exactly on the x-axis, I can just actually use this one here, not to move it around at all. Alright, so now I need a plane to extrude along the surface. So I'm going to create myself a polygon plane. Alright, so here's my plane. Yep, I'm going to stick it just a little bit down inside the scalp. Like so. Okay, and where I want to extrude isn't the entire plane, I just want the edge at the end here. So I'm going to extrude it on this curve. So I selected the edge here, shift selected the curve, and now I just run my extrude tool, and it pops down to the end. Okay. Next, we're going to go in our inputs, we're going to go down to divisions, and we're going to put in a value, let's say 20 is too much. 20 might work. Might be a lot. Let's see what 15 looks like. 15 still looks okay. Let's go 15. Okay. Now since this is controlled by history, if I wanted to, I'm not going to, but if I wanted to, I can go and select this curve here. Go to this control vertex, and I can actually just grab the vertex and use that to help me shape the hair if I need to. But for right now, not really need to do that. Okay. I do want there to be just a little bit more geometry in here, so I can add a little bit of a curve to this. That way, that as I'm rotating around it, the hair isn't so one-dimensional. So if I go off to the side here, you're going to see right past it, create some volume here. So I'm going to drop in an edge loop, see if turn on insert edge both helps, which is already on. It didn't really help a whole bunch. That's fine. Go ahead and just lift it up like so. And we'll deselect some of this over here. And we'll just swell a little bit like that. Doesn't really matter a whole bunch. And I'll just take the very end piece here. Okay. Now before I get all going crazy here, the thing is that this hair has to use a UV set. And I'm going to kind of populate the same map for each one of them. So I'm going to lay out the UVs on this one, and then just duplicate this one so it's all using the same UV set. So before I start duplicating, I need to make sure the UV set's correct, otherwise I have to go back and do a UV for each hair set. So I'll go to this little split here, so I get open the UV texture editor. Okay. And here's what I think the UVs look like right now, but I have to just generate some. So we'll create UVs, and we'll just go to auto map it. Okay. There we go. Next, we're going to want to stitch the end here. Where is this disconnect to? There we go. You can see it highlighting down here. So we'll stitch that down there. I'm just going to move it into this 1x1 cartridge space. Okay, so now this one's got an actual UV sets all the way down. So now if I want to paint this hair going all the way down here, it'll transfer over to every other hair I create that's like this. Now I don't need this curve anymore. I go ahead and delete that, but before I do that, I need to delete the history, otherwise if I hit delete now, the hair goes with it. So I've got to select the geometry, delete the history, and now I can get rid of the curve. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to now populate this area here. I'm just going to do one side because obviously I'm going to mirror this over. So I'm going to duplicate it using that pivot point up here. If your pivot point got centered over here, make sure you put your pivot point back up near the top where you extruded out. That's what you want to do. Get this to look right.
Fatigue,
Weight loss, reduced appetite,
abdominal pain,
fever.
Ulcerative colitis is more than a bathroom disease.
Okay.
Be clear about all your symptoms when speaking with your gastroenterologist.
Get the facts at crohnsandcolitis.com.
I don't really care, like, you see how this is kind of solid-ish looking? It doesn't really matter because there's going to be this alpha layer that's going to apply. It's going to make it to where all this hair is partially see-through. So with that in mind, I'm going to now duplicate this one here. I'm going to see about changing the shape so I can use it to help fill in the rest here. So I'm going to scale it down like so, rotate it. Rotate it this way and kind of angle it a little bit so it's going to help fill in the side of the head area. Kind of shift it back a little bit. So I'm looking at this angle, that's what I'm trying to make it work. When you're looking at it from over here, this hair kind of is this way. Okay. That means I need to also shift what's being created over here. So this needs to actually be up. Here. Okay. So now I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to, oops, object duplicate. There we go. I have a second layer going underneath it. It's good. Now I'm going to duplicate this one. I'm going to also rotate it this way a little bit and kind of angle it. I'm trying to get this. I might have to change the shape quite a bit too. Maybe it might be easier if I use actually this guy here. I figured now is actually probably a good time to go ahead and mention that doing hair in this manner is a little bit of tedious work. It's not overly difficult, it's just time consuming. Okay, so with that selected, I'm going to actually grab lower vertexes, and I want bigger range here. Grab this. I want to kind of be swooping down here. Oops. Try and get like that swoop that's going on here. Alright, so let's go ahead and deal with some of the how the hair is going to kind of come down here. I'm going to just duplicate this section here. I'm just going to scale it down a little bit. That will help with that. You actually need these ones as well. Okay, so before I go ahead and do that, so I grab these guys here. Okay. Duplicate those guys. Scale them all down. Translate them down. So. Get these ones too. Scale these down a little more. Okay, getting there. Duplicating. Unless you're up underneath this thing, you can't see all of that, so that's good. So we're making some good progress there. There's a little bit of hair that goes along the front right in front of the ear, so we'll go ahead and handle that as well. Let's just duplicate this one. And that one. Down. Forward here. Bit. trying to make sure I don't have any bald spots. So I'll have to make a couple of these guys actually. That's good. Another one goes down here. Okay, we'll block all these vertexes now since they were bugging me earlier. Get some of that. Alright, I'm gonna duplicate one more. This one's just gonna kind of help with like kind of finish off this hairline part right here. And then I'm gonna have this other one's gonna swoop forward. So I'm gonna duplicate one more time. I'll rotate it back. Lift it up. Okay. All right, so that's good. That's working. We can go ahead and combine all this for a moment, and then mesh combine. We'll re-separate it so that it controls single UVs. So I'll go ahead and duplicate that. Give myself a negative value here, so that populates on the other side. That's good. Okay. Just select both these guys, go back to separate. That's thin faces again. Good. Back of the hair is looking alright. Now we just got to fill in the front of the head, so let's go ahead and turn this back onto a live surface. This time we're going to go to the, let's do, well, this kind of gets easy through it. See the curve tool. We'll start up in this area. And then according to this, it swoops off that. You can't see how the hair goes up over here. I'm not going to go past it because if I do, then it'll just wrap around the head since the live surface. So go ahead and enter to complete it. From here, I'll go ahead and edit the shape of this curve. It's obviously right now it's still outside the mesh, which doesn't really work. We want it to be, well, inside the mesh. We want it to be on the outside the mesh. Okay, that's good. Good. We're back to needing another plane though now, so we're going to go ahead and create ourselves a new plane. Just call this one front here. Should have called the other one something, but yeah, that one got away from me, so we'll have to slide this time. Go ahead and add an edge loop now.
Let me get you in the right position.
selecting these two edges, select the curve, and my extrude tool. Put in, let's say, 15 divisions again. See, I'm not. Alright, let's undo that. Just like my. It wasn't in a good angle yet. Let's try this.
She was a booger bear.
Okay, back down to it. Let's add another 15. Okay, that's better. 15 might be much. Let's try 10. That's better.
She was a booger bear. Booger bear. Booger bear.
Okay.
Booger bear. 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 Booger bear.
Let's go the curve here.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. I tried every
I'm
pillow
going
out there and
to
nothing worked. That's why over 10 years ago, I invented
grab
MyPillow.
this
My
last
patented
vertex
fill
here
adjusts to your
and
exact individual needs so you get to sleep faster and you stay there longer. I make all my
off
pillows
the
right
face
here in the
just a little
USA,
bit.
and I have a 60-day money-back guarantee.
Pandora listeners will get 50% off Mike's 4-pack special. 2 standard Queen My Pillow premiums and 2 Go Anywhere travel pillows. Plus free shipping. Call 800-926-6315 or go to
and I'm gonna
mypillow.com. Click on radio listener
grab the
special and use
front
code
edge here and
Pandora.
just
Your business
pull it
is
out a little
growing,
bit.
which means now you need to hire more people.
Oh, the searching.
The emails.
Where do we start?
ZipRecruiter, whether you're looking to fill a position or 20, ZipRecruiter makes hiring simple. One click and your job is posted to over 100 job sites.
Okay.
Use ZipRecruiter's dashboard.
Now we need to do the same thing as we did before, so we got to go and relay out these UVs. So create UVs, automatic mapping, and we'll just go ahead and jump back in to the UV texture editor and replace these guys. So stitch them all together. I don't really have to worry about being clean because this is all just one piece of geometry and not to worry about seams or any of that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and grab all UVs, unfold. Okay, so this whole edge here needs to be to one side, so let's see if that's going to be a mess doing it that way. So we're going to do, no, it doesn't like that. Okay, so we have to be in UV mode. 2 UVs. There we go. 2 UVs. And same deal. And we'll just grab this last set here. And we'll put this last one. Okay. Okay, that should be good. So that one's got its own reset. Go ahead and delete that history. These ones are all on their own. That's good. So now we can go ahead and just finish off the last piece here, which is just creating the bangs here. So I'm just going to start duplicating and just populating, rotating, kind of filling in this area. Yeah, I am just kind of going through and just like making duplicate layers here to kind of fill in. I'll make this side here so a little bit longer so that you kind of have this kind of dive down into it. Same thing over here. Okay, so that'll do it for this one. I mean, I can always go in here and just keep spending time and adding and adding and adding. I think this handles it okay for now. So we're at almost 30 minutes now, so I'm not going to have time to go in and actually do the Photoshop portion where we go and actually add the texture in, but we'll do that in the next lesson. I'll jump into Photoshop with you guys for a minute, and we'll create ourselves a hair texture after we pull out the UV map and layer it in there. And then we'll extract an alpha layer with a texture, and we'll strap it back in here onto a Lambert and plug it into our hair, and we'll have some nice looking textures going on here for it. So this is definitely a spot where you want to spend a little bit of time making sure the hair is filled in good, and that because once we drop in the alpha layer, it may look right now like, you know, it's everything's like overly covered, but once we drop the alpha layer on it, it won't be as thick looking by any means. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this lesson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Make sure you save, by the way. Let's save a new one. Okay, let's do 5 this time. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.